Oh my God.
Hello, everyone. My name is Daramouthe, and welcome to another stream. I have the wonderful father-daughter duo streamers called HeckintheWhy. How are you guys doing?
We're doing pretty good. How about yourself?
Good. Did you like that? I saw you guys dance in the background. Did you like that video?
Yeah.
So the artist's name is Pogo, P-O-G-O.
Yeah, we're familiar with him.
Oh,
Yeah, we
yeah.
love Pogo.
Yeah, I have a few of his, and the thing of it is, right, is that he doesn't copyright people who use it for intro. Oops, excuse me, a little water down the throat. But he doesn't copyright the word, his music videos. So they're probably the safest bet you have for playing music. So if you don't want to pay somebody to do it or whatever, it's kind of like, yeah. So, but no, thank you for coming out. An explanation D's HeckintheWhy. I was doing a pay it forward stream, which I do every Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern. They were on, and I think you guys were the last. You're the last people I stopped by because you were playing Poppy's Playtime. Which, how is that game?
It is fantastic, and I'm gonna let her tell you because I gotta run to the real quick. I'm sorry,
You're fine.
terrible
You're
timing.
fine.
But we'll be right. I'll be right back. She's gonna tell you. Tell her all about.
Uh-oh, Dad left.
Oh, there goes
Hey, well, Dad left you in charge, so you gotta. So how was Poppy's Playtime? So
it was really fun.
Yeah.
It was really stressful, the first boss fight, though.
What? Yeah, it's scary. When I first saw it, I've seen other people play it, but when Huggy comes out and chases after you, I was like, oh, go, get out of there, run, gotta go.
Yeah, because like it was just so hard because we
Yeah.
couldn't find our way through.
Oh no, yeah, I haven't played it, but I've seen other people play it, and when they play it, I'm like I'm right there with them. I go, just keep going, get out of there.
Yeah. Then the second boss fight, Mommy Longlegs. Hello.
Mommy
yeah?
Longlegs. She had legs for days, man.
Yeah, she was like
And then
a yeah. Oh, you were at the third one right now.
Yeah.
Okay, did you guys beat it, or have you still playing it?
Nope.
No,
No,
we
we're
didn't
still
have
playing
enough
it, so
time.
no spoilers.
Oh yeah, I won't tell you. No, it's I've only watched. I've never played them. I'm not a horror person by any means. I mean, I've had jump scare ones, like if you know Five Nights at Freddy's, right? The Five Nights at Freddy's game. But for me, I'm not I'm not one of those people. So whatever. But so
Well,
yeah, go ahead.
so we're not exclusively horror. So
Yeah.
our channel, we have a mission, right?
Mhm.
Our mission statement is to showcase the creative work of small and independent game developers and
Mhm.
help them succeed. So
Yeah.
we play games spread in all kinds of different genres, from cozy games to first-person shooters to platformers, you name it.
Nice. So yeah, and that's sort of what I do with the pay it forward streams, right? It's more like, well, it's just for Rumble right now, but one day I'll probably go beyond because I do Rumble and YouTube. So you're on two places at once. So congratulations.
We're actually at 3.
Three. Where do you guys stream to other than Rumble?
So we stream
Twitch,
to go ahead.
Rumble, and YouTube.
Okay. Game for you to play. Oh, okay. Here, this is Nibs. And he says,
Yeah,
"Don't-
Nibs.
Yeah, go ahead, Nibs. What's the game you're gonna suggest? Nibs is I've also had Nibs on as well. So a lot of the people that I have on, you know, are people that are probably gonna be in the chat or whatever. So it's gonna be interesting. But yeah, no, I'm glad that you guys have you on.
that's-
What? Oh, but yeah, just watch out for his. But so what got you guys what got this father-daughter streaming thing going? Oh, here it is. There you go. He says
Lost in
Amber.
Random.
Oh, and Rance is saying Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I don't know if you'll be able to do that.
We've done that.
Yeah,
and
we
we'll
have.
do it again too. Oh yeah, yeah.
It
That
was
was
so
that
fun.
was a fun stream.
Nice.
That was one of my best streams other than Sheepy.
That was that was. So Mario Kart and Sheepy were by far. Whoa, hands off the keyboard there.
Oh,
I started to slip, and that was the first thing right here.
Yeah, Mario Kart and Sheepy were definitely your best performances so far. And here it comes. Here it comes. There it comes. There it is.
So,
Original Mario Brothers. Oh, now you're just you're asking for her to rage quit now or rants.
getting old school at that point. Ooh.
But to answer your question, so I had this idea. So I've been on YouTube for a while. I've had several other channels. None of them were live. My favorite, but the least known, is Rock Kicker 86, where I literally just kick rocks, and you get to watch me kick rocks. And she kicked a few rocks too. It's cooler than it sounds, but also not. But so I had never really gotten into streaming.
Right.
And we have a lot of favorite streamers like Markiplier and Yub, hence the beanie.
Yeah.
And I thought, you know what, that would be fun. Why don't I just start streaming whenever I feel like playing some video games, and maybe I'll get some traffic. And then the thought occurred to me, I could make this a family thing.
Yep.
And there we go.
Yep. Yeah, there's a gentleman by the name of Paul Soares Jr. I believe he plays long in the past. I saw him play like Minecraft, like a Minecraft server with his kids. I know Clownfish TV. They've done stuff with their kids as well. So there are some parents that kind of do it, although they kind of do that thing right where they keep the children. You can hear the children, but you don't see the children because of which is understandable. But yeah, I've seen Markiplier. Markiplier, I think I started with him when he started the first Five Nights at Freddy's. And I've just went from him ever since. And it's like, because people started, at that point, people started comparing him to like PewDiePie because yelling and screaming and all that stuff. And so he's kind of grown long at the point. He's not like PewDiePie numbers, obviously, but he is well known now.
Dude,
he's getting his own movie done.
Yeah,
Yes,
the
Iron Lung.
Iron Lung. Yeah,
Yeah.
We're gonna
looking
go see
forward to
that in theaters.
Yeah,
Have they announced when that's coming out yet?
I
I
don't.
don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, that's because I've seen him talk about it. He had that trailer, right? He had that trailer of Iron Lung,
Yeah.
and all that stuff. Because I've seen the game he played, Iron Lung, and it was sort of like that old polygon blocky thing. You're just like, whew, this is independent. But
Yeah,
to
we
see
love
him,
those.
yeah, and to see him make a movie out of it is just fascinating because
Yeah.
for a long time the Five Nights at Freddy's was in limbo for a movie, right? It was just this or that, whatever, and then they finally did it. And I'll admit I saw it 4 times. So
Wait, it's out. It's out now, huh?
No,
We never did.
Movies?
it's on Blu-ray and DVD now. It was in
Okay, yeah, we
theaters a
still
while
haven't
back.
seen it. We wanted to see it.
What, the Five Nights
Yeah.
at Freddy's movie?
Yeah, the Five Nights at Freddy's movie.
Oh, yeah.
It's a bit cheesy. It can almost seem a bit I mean, it's not Oscar winning. It's not going to win Oscars, but
I mean, it's Five Nights at Freddy's. It's gonna be cheesy, but that's part of the fun,
yeah.
you know.
Oh,
I mean,
And
that's like we were just talking about the old school Street Fighter movie. Remember with Jean-Claude Van Damme in it?
I'm gonna give you some mood lighting.
Did you see that one?
what was it called again?
What are you doing?
Give me your mood lighting.
Stop it,
No.
Squab! I will kick you out of this nest.
Oh
Oh my goodness.
I'm
goodness.
Here we go. Street Fighter, the old G Street Fighter movie.
Oh, I never saw it, but I did hear about it because they showed the old photos, like the guy who played Gomez, right? The guy who played Gomez.
Yeah, Gomez Adams, yeah.
He played the Bison guy. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
I see pictures of it. Yeah.
The really cool story about that is that like he was a real serious, well-known actor, had won awards and all that, and people were like, "Why are you taking this role?"
Yeah.
And it's because he knew, he had terminal cancer. He knew he was going to die, but he also had kids, and they loved
Wow.
Street Fighter, so he wanted to do something for them to remember and enjoy when he was gone.
Yeah.
So that's just it. It tugs at my dad hormones,
yeah.
you know. And
You'd
that's
be
the
the
thing
type
too.
of dad to do that.
Well, and the thing of it was that I believe the movie wasn't as successful as they wanted it to be. I believe, or at least that's what I keep hearing. But he was in the Addams Family though, and there were 2 movies of that. So it's not that he didn't do kid movies; it's that he did. But it's they like this. Yeah. So I can understand that. But yeah, when I heard he had cancer, I was like, wow, that's sort of like a running clock. Like you and I understand you understand why he does it. So and that's pretty interesting. And for me, with this content creator stuff, because I mean, I guess at this point I can call myself a content creator, but I don't see myself in such because for me, doing this, with you guys and with others, it's an opportunity to reach across a table which and I've said this before, not many content creators I see do that. They always stick in their circles, they always do, and it's understandable. They're trust things. I understand that, but how many times do you see a content creator talk to someone who's starting out? Not very often or at all.
Yeah,
And-
almost never, as far as I can tell. I've never seen it.
Yeah, it's like asking Markiplier, "Hey, I'm like 100 people. Would you mind? Would you ever talk?" He's like, "No, no, we wouldn't say that." But I think for me, it's like me personally, I want to take a hammer to all that circle stuff and just like, and I've said this before, if I could talk to 1 million people, right, just 1 million people, I would have content for the rest of my life because there's so much to see, hear. I was on with a lady yesterday who I just met, like you two, and we got to talk, and she told me she was once in Japan, and so I'm learning Japanese. So I'm trying to do this thing back and forth.
Oh, that's awesome.
It was not good.
Yeah, I know a little bit of Japanese. I tried learning it a long time ago through basically a free online podcast.
Yeah.
And that worked out pretty well. Stop. I get you. I got you. I know. I'll address it. Don't worry. We'll get there. It's timing. Anyways, I know a little bit. I'd like to get back to it. That's a fun language. It really is.
Yeah. And don't get me wrong. My sounding it out is kind of difficult because I'm learning to Duolingo, right? Because it's freer. But the lady, she sent me, what was it? It was called There it is. Memrise. It's one she uses as well. And I'll show it so that you at least know what I'm talking about. Hold on. I'm going to share the screen. Then we go to presentation mode. So this is what she uses, is memories. So that's another option if you want to use that as well. There's also on YouTube, they have like the 101 Japanese and all that stuff. So I want to go one day. It's just financial and time. So it's more financial though. It's more financial.
Yeah, Japanese101pod.com is how I started with it.
Really?
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah.
So who gets to choose what games to play though? Because there's two of you.
So actually, it's a 3-person effort. You usually only see the two of us. Raven Dove, Squab. Obviously, no real names, right?
Yeah.
And then Mother of Squab is Maybe Crafter. She has her own crafting channel.
Wow.
But she made that sign for us.
Mm-hmm.
Really? That's awesome.
Yeah.
I thought it
Yeah.
was
Also,
Oh, show. You can't. Yeah, hold on. This guy right here. That's from an indie game called Planet of Lana. She made that without a pattern in one night because I was like, man, it sure would be cool if we had a plush Mooey for the stream, but you probably couldn't get that done by tonight. And she was all like, yeah, okay.
and then we
Watch
have Dream to Play back there.
Yep.
Dreamed
Away. Oh yeah. And then the Dreamed Away characters down there next to the gnome from Little Nightmares. I do want to address the chat here real quick because I Am Nibs is saying, tell me she ate last night because he was on stream with us last night and she kept saying how hungry she was.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, she did in fact eat.
Yeah, he was. And the funny thing was that after I had gotten done with mine, he was one of yours that was promoted. And I was like, then after that, we kind of got this thing going. And I was like, and I know I told you earlier I was going to be late, but I wasn't, thank goodness. But I was at a birthday party. So like, I got this stuff and I let him know, because this thing I'm doing, as an adult, you kind of, there's a point where you kind of wander through life and you're not sure what it is you want to do, right? I mean, there's so many options nowadays. It's crazy, but that was me. And then all of a sudden, like, there was one lady I had a kind of like almost 2-hour conversation with, like, well, what if I could get someone else on? And so it's just been it's still a grind. I still have to try to get people on, but it's working. And I found my thing. So that's gaming. I can do gaming, but it's not really what I'm going for. So this has been awesome. And getting the chance to talk to you two, Miss Squab.
Squab.
Yeah, squab. It almost sounds like you're like a bad chicken or something, like the squab. Like, yeah, that's a squab over there. We just kind of celebrate it. Looks like
Stop it. Squab is actually a baby dove.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Or a baby pigeon.
Or baby. Well, see, there you go. I learn something new every day. But
Raven
Raven dove. Yeah.
stuff.
Yours. Show yours. Stop kicking my desk, Swab.
Never! I will never stop.
Oh, here's a question. Was Squab always wanting the game let alone? Wow, okay. I'm guessing
yeah, so it looks like he's asking if she wanted to game or stream. The answer to that is no and yes. She didn't play games before we started streaming. I mean, she played a few for a little while, but she wasn't really a gamer, right?
Yeah.
Like I think the only game that you really played was
Journey.
Journey.
Okay, there was another one, the Tearaway.
Tearaway.
Tearaway Unfolded.
I still want to play that on stream.
We can do that. We absolutely will do that. We'll have to. I got to figure out the schedule now. So that goes back to your other question about who picks the games, and it's a big scheduling thing, and a lot of it depends on like who's going to be what small developer is going to be releasing their game, and there go the ears. Can't go a single stream without the ears coming off. What small developer is going to be releasing their game in the near future and needs or is going to be launching a Kickstarter and needs some extra voice?
Yeah, no, that's true. There are a lot of indie creators that don't get a lot of. It goes by word of mouth, right? Like there's. So, Like,
And we've gotten several people to wish list games from watching us. So they're like, we've never heard. I think my friend Greg gave us the best compliment. He came in chat one day and said, "We never recognize the games you guys are playing."
interesting.
Good.
Yeah.
Then we're doing it.
Yeah, we're doing it. Looks like we made it. Yeah, no, that's pretty awesome because, yeah, of course you have the regular content creators that like they get the free stream keys and there's another one.
Oh yeah, we refuse those.
Really?
We absolutely refuse free. Yeah, if a creator reaches out to us and says, "Hey, you want to stream my game? Here, I can give you a stream key." We're like, "Yeah, we'll stream your game, but we're paying for it."
Nice. Oh, that's pretty awesome. Wow. Because there are a lot of content creators like there's one I follow is Hollow. Hollow's another one. And he gets like, of course, like games that are not PC, but like PS5 and all this stuff. And so it's kind of nice when you can find people who do something that almost everyone is doing, but different, right? That's what I would like to do. But there's so many podcasts and stuff. It's like, what is everyone doing? So yeah, but it's pretty awesome.
Hand is up.
Yeah, but it's pretty awesome that you have this because again, majority of the time you have them just hearing their voice. You don't have them showing, and that's always a difficult thing as a parent, I would believe, because once you know how it is, right? You've heard of content creators getting swatted and all this stuff. It's just like it's a mess up.
Yeah. That's
don't the people who do the games always get a little offended when you don't take the stream keys?
Oh yeah, that is a thing. It's the weirdest thing. Yeah, sometimes I'll be all like, yeah, we'll play your game, but we're not gonna take we don't want the key. We'll go ahead and pay for it. And then they maybe it's just text, but they seem really offended that I didn't take the free Steam key.
Which I guess I could see it as because it's sort of like that it's a normal thing for them to do, right? Like it's that thing where all content creators, they give us whatever, and they might see it as like an offense. But I think when you explain, like, look, we want to support you, we want to support what you do because it costs you time, money, all this stuff, and we just want to support you. So
yeah, I think I get it though, because I'm really weird about receiving gifts. When people give me free things, I'm like, but I want to pay for it. I didn't earn this. Yeah. So I get it. It makes you feel kind of skidgy.
Yeah, and you don't never know what they're giving you for anyway, because it's always that. So for me, when I do the pay it forward, I give without expectation, and I'm always surprised. But when sometimes people give, they expect something in return, and that's always something you have to worry about because you never know if it's I have this favor I want to ask of you later. It's like
yeah, like I'll follow back some people.
No.
Every Friday night at 7:30 Central.
You have to make a wish when you do that, Squab. You have to make a wish when you do that.
Dude, get out of my head! Get out of my head! I was thinking that's a magic lamp.
What
was I even saying?
When you saw that video, which is called Yoga Special, that part of it was from Whose Line Is It Anyway, right? And so So Colin Mockery gets made fun of for being bald, right? But there was one sketch they did what was these scenes from a hat, and one of it involved him being used as an 8-ball. So so it's like, you can get some jokes out of it. Man. Hey, Steve, what up? So I don't know if you want to answer or not, and you don't have to, but Nibs is asking you a question, so it's up to you if you want to answer that.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
So there's not a whole lot of worry. I mean, we are really small channel. So it's the only people that know that she has a channel are like other kids at school that she's told about our channel.
That's good.
We have 29 followers on Rumble, 91 on Twitch, and then 162 on YouTube. Yeah. So, I mean, the chances of somebody recognizing her are pretty small. And then, obviously, I'm a dad who is very serious about his daughter's safety.
Yep.
So, good luck.
I can't say It's black, so I can't see it. But she patted your butt, so it's kind of weird. But it
Yeah, that was weird.
yeah.
Well,
Oh,
it's rough
it's
and
dark.
I
It's
like
dark.
it.
Yeah, it's dark color, so it's kind of difficult to see when it's not close. But yeah, no, understandable.
It's
And
kind of intentional.
yeah. So and for me, it's like, and so there was a stream I was on. It was with a lady called Jessica Reloaded, and neither of us are
I
parents.
think I've heard of her.
Yeah, if you want, the stream is up on her channel. Yeah, it's up on her channel. But we were in discussion about, because neither of us were parents, but we were talking about things from our perspectives of like parenthood or whatever. And there was a lady in the chat who was very upset because we were talking about something we don't understand. I was like, we set up right. We weren't parents, but it's not like we can't we're not telling you how to be a parent. We're just speaking from our perspective of like, what we see and what, because it's thousands upon thousands of years. Parenthood has changed over time, especially with the technology. And it's very different subject from, say, the 70s to now, because the technology is vastly wide.
Yeah.
And so I know it's kind of a difficult thing when you're talking like this or that or whatever. But it's really nice when you can see sort of like having fun, parent, kid and parent having fun, because a lot of times you just hear horrible stories about, news or whatever, and it's just kind of like it's nice when you kind of hear that nicety. So, and of course the wild energy of a small child is always interesting.
Yeah, 11-year-old squab sure is something. I'll tell you that.
She's short, full of fury, and just wants to game this summer.
Yeah. Yeah, but so getting back to an early, where are you going?
Showing him how tall I am.
Oh yeah, okay. Someone's trying to show off. I see. I understand.
The ears have come off. Here we go.
What's she trying to do?
It's not really in perspective. Father.
All right. Here I go.
How tall are you?
I am 5'6".
Right.
Hey,
he's 5'6".
Good job. There you go.
Oh!
Now what?
Yep. Anyway, so yeah, she did. Every Friday night at 7:30, guys.
I just randomly freaked out. I thought I was falling.
You're okay. You're in a safe place. Be still. It's okay.
But yeah, so she didn't really game before the channel. She did always want to have a YouTube channel, though.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, like since she was 5. So I'm not even kidding.
Yeah, I am making tea for everyone. It's empty though. I'm just making tea. What?
Tea.
Yeah. Tea.
Yeah.
No, I'm not doing an ad.
Oh no. Oh, yeah. Do you have sponsorships for your end?
But we do. We have one.
Coffee bread, coffee.
Oh, you work with you get stuff from the quartering then, right? Because that's quartering. So.
Yeah. Coffee brand coffee. What I really love about that is he doesn't care how small you are.
Yeah.
If you want to be an affiliate, if you want to rep the brand and try to bring that in and get a sponsorship, they're all like, yeah, come on in. Yeah. I mean, that was our very first thing and only thing besides our own merch store, but
right.
Yeah, so huge respect to Jeremy.
Right. Yeah, no, I don't get me wrong, I do like the aspect, but he's kind of one of those content creators is like he's pushing out content almost like every 5 minutes. So
yeah,
you gotta respect his grind, but if he kind of feels like just a lot, it's a lot. But he didn't get to 1 million subscribers on YouTube because he didn't do a lot. So
right, yeah. I remember when 1 million was a goal of his.
Yeah, I was there too. So, but yeah, for me, it's like I consider the conversation to whatever degree to be the main focus, to be what I'm aiming for, and everything else like likes, donos, or followers. Those are all bonuses because again, you see a lot of content creators that are full time, and they're like, I gotta raise it up. I got mortgages to pay and stuff. I'm like, that's just even if I had enough from here, I would still have a part-time job because it's so. Oh, I used to deliver pizza, and
me too.
Yeah, tips are so roller coaster, right? They're just
Yeah.
like up, down.
I know.
Yeah, and it's one of those things you can't rely on. And I'm just like, I'm done. I'm getting out of this. But I still enjoyed the pizza when I got a discount on it. So
Yeah, there you go. So I was a delivery driver, and I loved it. That was I did that for what, 4 years, 4.5 years, something like that, 5 years. It was a good gig.
What was the chain?
At Pizza Hut.
Pizza? I did Papa John's.
Stop it. I tried Papa John's for a little bit, and it didn't work out. So
you do what you do.
Back.
Yeah,
because I had a thing, they would give you the money, right, to use for change, but they didn't give me actual change. They just gave me dollars, and I was like, okay, so I'm gonna need 3 quarters, a dime, 2 nickels, and 5 pennies. And they looked at me like I had just asked them to murder their mother. Absolutely refused to do it and said, no, you'll get change. Yeah, first time out, guess what happened?
No change.
Right. The guy asked for change, and I didn't have any.
Oh,
so I had to give him more.
Oh, no. It's so awful. And you're just like, I'm a penny short. Oh, Lord, I'm a penny short. Lord.
Yeah, it was like 26 cents or something like that.
Oh.
I don't remember. But yeah.
Those were the days. But no, I really I have a full-time job beyond this. So, during the day.
Me too.
But the thing was, right, is like once I started in the groove of this, right, like as I guess now as a content creator, I was like, this is where I want to go. This is what I want to do, because I'm tired of seeing what I'm seeing, and I'm not a very social person in real life, although I try. But this is the breaker. This is where I take the hammer to it all, and I just say, let's go for it. And I really enjoy it because I get to talk to people like you. I get to talk to libertarian goth. I get to talk to nibs. Excuse you.
Thank you.
You're welcome, young lady. But it can be so much fun. And for me, it's like, I understand why people ask, what is the topic going to be? What do we talk about? Right? Because that's what you always see with other content creators, right? I'm like, well, we'll start with you and we'll just go from there. I have found that when you just have an inch of, like, start with you first, or something that comes up or whatever, you can go anywhere, almost anywhere, because there's some things you can't talk about because of platforms.
Yeah. Well, besides that, I mean, we have a strict no politics policy for our channel, so we won't even entertain that conversation.
Right. No, and that's understandable. I don't leave it off the table, but I'm like, I don't. My personal being is I don't care, because we keep going after the wrong things, and when we want to make change, it's not a political thing, right? Making change is not a political thing; it's in everything. When we want to make change, we do more talking than doing, and that happens to a lot of people in life. I'm no exception.
Yeah.
I've done a lot of that. Uh-oh.
That's our dog.
That's Hazel scratching.
Hazel.
Oh, for a second.
Yeah, you got to see the dog.
Oh, okay.
Come here, pup. Come here.
She's Hazel the pirate dog.
Say hello to Hazel, the one-eyed pirate dog.
Oh, wow. Wow. What's the breed?
She is part American Staffordshire, part Labrador. Labrador? Yeah, Labrador.
Beautiful. Now, is it a rescue dog or?
Yeah, she was a rescue. There's a funny thing. The story about that. We had a dog before this, and his name is Hazel, and we love that dog.
You mean Jasper?
Jasper, this is Hazel. What's going on with me today? All right, it's been a long day. Oh, God. All right, get down. She's brilliant. I could talk to that dog. But we had a dog named Jasper, and we loved him. And, he passed away. And it had been a couple of years. And I was walking into, I think it was Michael's. I was going to pick up some craft stuff for Maybe Crafter, mother of Squab. And I saw this dog out in front of PetSmart. They're doing one of the adoption things. Saw her from across the parking lot. I was like, that looks like Jasper. Yeah. I walk over, and I put my hand in there, and she just kind of moseys over, all humble and everything, and gives me some sniffs and lets me scratch her head, and I wouldn't let myself buy a dog that day. I was like, no, I got to think about this. And 2 weeks go by, and I'm like, okay, I guess I'm getting a dog. So,
I love this dog. Dude, our relationship bonded that one day because me and her were playing outside because Dad was being a wuss because it was too cold.
oh, okay.
It was a nice day, and me and the dog were just playing fetch.
Nice.
We're playing fetch, and we were having so much fun. And I get in our hammock, and Hazel jumps on me because after a lot of caressing, I finally get her to get on me, and it's like a giant weighted blanket. And I've been wanting her to do it for so long.
Yeah.
And we finally get back down, and we play. I freaking love this dog.
Yeah, she's a good dog.
Yeah, as a kid, my family had a chocolate lab. Sorry, not a black lab, a chocolate lab a long time ago, and of course we kind of had to give it to another family because my parents and my mom would say she ended up taking care of it. But you know, I like pets, but I'm not really someone to own a pet because one, I don't have my own place. I just rent out a room. But I'm enough responsibility as it is. So, you know, it's kind of like, I have nothing against people who own pets. It's just there are sometimes where they get a little over the top, like they dress their pets and all that stuff. So.
There's nothing wrong with dressing up a dog or a cat.
Yeah.
Especially when you just live for the looks that the cat gives you. Like, why are you doing this to me again?
Curse you! Oh my gosh. Yeah, but it's funny.
Yeah.
So there's I know there's another question that's up to you if you want to answer it. So I figured I'd bring it up at least, but it's up to you if you want to answer that.
This is all you.
Yup is my biggest inspiration because like he has ADHD too, and he's like literally my favorite YouTuber.
Okay.
Because like whenever I'm feeling down, he's like my comfort. When it's not one of my parents, it's him.
Wow.
And he's just super funny, and I love him a lot. So, and then your turn.
I don't have an answer for this because I'm kind of like an inspiration sponge.
Yeah.
Basically, anybody that I like can be a role model for me, and this started from when I was a kid. You know, watching Return of the Jedi.
Oh wow!
I was like, oh man, I want to be like Luke Skywalker. And so I tried to live as you know, adventurously and honorably as I could based on that. And then, you know, I grew up a little bit and I watched, you know, Terminator, and I was like, oh man, Kyle Reese, that's a stand-up guy. I want to be like that. And I was actually geeking out last year because we went to a convention and I got to meet Michael Biehn, and that was so cool.
Nice.
So cool.
That's awesome.
And I tried to make sure that you know, I had something to tell him that he didn't hear a million times already that day.
Yeah.
There was this movie. I was homesick from school in middle school, and there was this like B movie that he was in because he was in his blockbusters, but he was also in a lot of B movies.
Interesting.
And there was this one, Breach of Trust, that I enjoyed that day. It cheered me up from being sick. And so I was like, hey, yeah, you know that movie you did, Breach of Trust? He was like, yeah, that was one of those that I did just for the money.
Wow.
And I was like, yeah, but it was good. I enjoyed it. It made me happy. And that brought a smile to his face. I felt really cool that time.
Oh, and when we were at the convention, there were some other people talking, and I was the first person to ask a question.
Nice.
That felt so cool.
Nice. Yeah, that's I am not in an area.
I've been impaled.
What? Having violence?
You gotta keep your wings to yourself, Squab. Oh my god.
Having parental violence against. Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness. Just like 3 fingernails right in the eye.
Now he's gonna have to go to the doctor, and he's gonna lose an eye, and they're gonna have to scoop it out, and it's gonna be all your fault, Squab. It's gonna be all your fault.
That could happen. That's how Hazel lost her eye.
You poked it too much. That's what happens. It pokes out.
You poked it too much, Squab. No, feathers to yourself. This is why I tell you to put your feet down.
Oh, Yeah,
How is that linked to my feet?
Because if your feet are up and you're going like this, and your hands are over here,
well, what he's really telling you
you
is you have.
gently caressed my nose.
and I told this talking to you, Squab. You should probably listen and close your
Right.
mouth.
What he's
Or,
really telling you
other
is
such
that,
adult stuff.
yeah. What he's really telling you is you have crow's feet. Sorry.
Not yet, but you will.
In your future. Oh,
see this?
goodness.
See this, Squab? This is you in 40 years. Or 30 years. This is you in 30 years.
The horror, the humiliation. No.
Oh,
But
man.
no, it's always, and see, this is why I enjoy doing it, because you have fun with it. And yeah, like I was saying earlier, I don't really have any place to go to big cons, because unfortunately I'm not rich enough to do so. But when you get to see other content creators do it, and they go like the San Diego one, like Comic-Con or whatever, it's always nice. But for me, it's like, it's just another way of going, because there's stuff you like there. Like, of course, you go in to see a movie actor, but also to network a bit, right? Because that's what we as content creators do, is to kind of network. And I've been very grateful for all the people who have come on, because I didn't think I would be here doing this. I when I started out, I didn't think I would get one follower or whatever. I was just like, I'm just doing it for whatever. But then it kind of grown from there, because of people coming on. Some people were known and well known in the community, but I know them well. It's this cheesy circle of life thing, but still, it's sort of like it's a fascination.
The circle of life.
We're gonna start singing. Oh, we're gonna have Broadway going on here now.
Yeah, it was like what was it, 3 weeks ago when I picked you up like Simba, but you're too big now.
See you later, Nibs. See you later. Thanks.
Have a good one, Nibs.
Thanks for being here. Yeah, it's a fun time, and it's so from your, because you said you've been on here for a while, right? You've been on here doing stuff. What is the, from your point of view, what is the feeling of being a content creator, right? Like, just making stuff, either it's making stuff to, because there are people, right? There are people who do it for the likes, the money, whatever, but you do it for something else. And so from your perspective, how is that for you?
So for me, and I'll let Swab answer this too, because you're a content creator now, so you get to have a say. Look at that face. Look at that face.
No!
At the beginning, I was telling you about Rock Kicker 86, where I kick rocks, right?
Yeah.
There are 4 seasons of that, by the way.
Oh.
And like the goal of those was to keep the videos under a minute or just over a minute. So they were really short, but they would take like 6 hours of editing and like an hour or so of filming to get this. And I had a grand total of 32 subscribers on YouTube. Wow. And that's it. And I never grew beyond that. Most of the videos got, I don't know, 20, 30 views total. Not exactly what one would call a YouTube success, but that's never what it was for, right? Look at this. Look at the set. This is the set of someone who just has a whole lot of fun with this.
There you go. Yeah.
If we get just our friends to follow and join us every once in a while and have a good time with us, I'm calling that a win, because that's a great afternoon. And moreover, specifically with HeckintheWhy, I get to spend quality time, not just time, but actual quality time with my daughter as a daddy-daughter bonding experience. And I get to deal with this, which I give her. I've done the same thing to her. I act like I hate it, but it's fun.
Yeah, it is. It is. I find it, because for me, right, it's like, you have a lot of parents, you see in the news, you have a lot of parents who are busy with work, they trying to provide their family, whatever, and to spend time together is sort of like, it's sort of just become this is what family time has become. And it's it's understandable because we as human beings, we perturb our convenience to create more technologies that make things easier and all that. And it's sort of like trying to aim for that Wall-E scene, right, where they're in the ship, everyone's like roly-poly or whatever, and it may
I want to have bones. I do not wish to be a giant blob, like circle, bouncy ball of just meat and juice.
I don't
All right,
understand
well-
how they stood up.
Yeah.
They don't.
Well, they were sort of like a lighter. I think they're lighter gravity, but you know what? That means you're gonna have to start running 5 miles every day. So get started. Let's go. Let's start running 5 miles. Let's go.
Start running.
Dude, it took me like 20 minutes, 30 an hour.
It was, what was that? It was a mile in 12 minutes and 26 seconds.
Nice.
Yeah.
And she
That
was like,
wasn't bad. She doesn't run.
"Oh, she doesn't run." Well, I bet she would if she was being chased by a couple wild dogs. I bet she'd run faster.
Or some skinwalkers. There you go.
Yep.
Dude, don't give me chicken skin.
Yeah.
See,
All right, your turn.
Oh yeah.
You got to answer.
You got to answer. It's your turn. Now. You gotta
Wait, what was the question again?
It was being a content creator. How is it from your perspective?
Well, the first time we streamed it felt so weird to me because what I wanted to do was I wanted to go downstairs and watch it, but I couldn't because
Right.
I'm the one making the scooch over. I'm the one making the content,
Mhm.
and it just felt so weird. And some people see gaming as like a waste of time and stuff, but if
Yeah.
you watch all our videos in order from the first
Blue
to
June.
our newest, you can see both of our growths. I
Nice.
started out not being able to game like on my own, especially not in frustrating parts.
Right.
And I would be, I have ADHD. He does too.
Okay.
And I have a low frustration tolerance.
Oh,
So if I got too frustrated, I would,
give
Break
up.
down.
Literally
Oh,
cry.
okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
And you
ahead.
see our like build up
Mhm.
to our newest game, Sheepy. It was a
Sheepy.
platforming game with really hard bosses, and I played the whole thing on
Nice.
my own
Nice.
without any help from him, except for
Nice.
like once.
Yeah, well, I just wanted to see if it was possible to jump up to this one spot. No,
Yeah.
it turned out that
And
it
like
was.
I didn't break down a single time. So I started out not being able to tolerate frustration to beating an entire like rage game.
Yeah,
Nice.
if you go back and watch our video, because we edit our videos and we put them up on YouTube and Rumble, although not right now because we're all really extra busy, so we're just doing
Yeah.
the streaming thing. But
Yeah,
if you go back and you watch Rhythm Quest
Rhythm Quest, okay.
and then you watch Sheepy, a short adventure,
Mhm.
you will. It's like night and day. Her
Mhm.
problem-solving skills and thought process have vastly evolved, and
Yeah.
her ability to power through frustration is just phenomenally better.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And so I had a conversation with a coworker once about whether or not playing video games was a waste of time, and I would love to just refer that person back to this progression.
Mhm. I can say in essence why I see why people say that, because again, life is more than just a game, right? There's more to it. There's more to live, and sometimes people use it as an excuse not to live, right? Or they make content out of it and they don't do anything else with their life. And so I can see why they say that, but I also see that it's a way to bring people together, like Gang of Beasts or Animal Party or whatever. Or like the Mario Party or the Mario Racing 8 Deluxe thing, right? Where you can have different people. So there are ways it has its uses, or family games like Nintendo stuff does, right? Like all theirs. So there are things that it can be good about it. It's just there is a balancing act, like with everything
Yeah.
else in life.
Mhm.
And
Yeah, 100%. I mean, we're constantly busy. So
yeah.
I mean, she does school obviously because 11.
Yeah.
And then I work full time, but also she's learning guitar. I'm learning violin.
Nice.
I'm working on a master's right now, writing a book. So there's definitely, like, if all we ever did was spend our time playing video games, that's a lot of lost productivity. But if you think about it as there's a time and a place for it and a purpose, and that's not your whole life, it can be a productive self-improvement exercise in the same way that, no one would say, oh, mindfulness and meditation, oh, those are just a waste of time.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. It's kind of funny, but again, it's sort of like, in life, you kind of have to choose your battles, but you kind of have to find your way through, because it's like with being a parent, right? There are no manuals other than what your parents did, right? You kind of,
right,
or what other parents or whatever. But the thing of it is, at the end of the day, it's what comes down to you and what you want to do with and for your child. And I find it fascinating and also kind of sad, because there are those opposite ends. And again, like I said, I'm not a dad, but it doesn't mean I can't give a perspective on what I see, because it's always weird to or whatever to have a different perspective of someone else, right? It's not like saying I'm going to tell you how to be a parent. It's more like, I've seen how you raise your kids, and I've seen how they raise their kids, and you guys seem to be a lot better. But it's sort of like it's just that observation of humanity sort of thing, and you just like, oh, thank you, whatever, just like, well, whatever you are. But yeah, and a funny thing, and it's again, this whole thing with you and Squab it's an amazing thing, because I don't think there's a lot of it on Rumble right now. I think maybe you probably the only ones I know of that are, father, daughter, parent, child, whatever, playing games. But YouTube has a lot.
I've seen other I've seen other people on YouTube who do father and like parent-child game.
Yeah, I think I've seen one other channel that had like a father and a son playing video games on Rumble specifically.
Yeah.
And that just that brightened my day right up. So obviously I followed that person.
I've seen a guy on YouTube who plays games with his son.
Right.
And they're fun, but they're a little too crazy for me.
In what way?
Excuse me.
What way are they crazy, young lady?
I don't know.
What?
You okay? Daramouthe.
Yes.
You've been watching her this whole time, right?
I'm sorry. Once in a while, I'm just like, someone let it in a zoo or something. Someone brought that caballero from the zoo. And was like, wow, how did I do this again? But so what is it about them that you find crazy, Squab? Because you said they're crazy.
Know. There's something about the channel that's just it feels fake. It's the thing.
It feels fake. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Because it feels like they are using a script, and the child, it's just not how kids act, and I would know.
Yeah, I get you.
It's
It's authenticity.
You're a professional, right? You're like, if you go to school, you're like, I'm professional kid. You guys are not kids. I'm a kid. I'm professional. Listen to me. You're sort of like that. That's what you are, right?
No, it's like, but you get what I'm saying, right?
Right,
It felt fake.
Yeah, well, because they're putting on a show. It's entertainment.
Yeah, but it just felt.
But I get what
fake.
you're saying. There's what was it? A month and a half ago, I've got. Let me show you my checklist.
Sure.
This is my streaming checklist.
He's getting excited. He's pulling out his
All
checklist.
of this is pre-stream. This is what I got to do to get ready. And then this is the stuff that's after. And I forgot to go through the after. And Rumble is kind of weird where, everything else when I end it in OBS, it ends.
Right.
But Rumble, I got to actually go to the Rumble website and end the stream. And I forgot. And so we got we got like an extra 15 minutes of us.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't know that we didn't know that the camera was on, because we're the same off camera as we are on camera.
It was in Sheepy, I think.
Was it Sheepy?
Yeah, it was Sheepy.
I want to wait, was it Sheepy or was it
no, it was Sheepy, because I remember saying, I kicked that game's butt!
Oh yeah, but you didn't say butt.
I'm the best. Now the next thing you have to do, though, is you have to go and beat Elden Ring. I'm sorry, that's the next thing you have to do.
Oh, okay. God. Well, I mean, I did try to get her. I tried to get her to try Armored Core 6.
Oh
'Cause
no!
I'm a huge Armored Core fan.
Yeah.
The only one that I absolutely disown and disavow is Armored Core 5. That doesn't exist, but all the rest of them are fantastic. Armored
Right.
Core games are notoriously difficult.
Oh, I don't doubt it.
And-
I haven't played too many games because majority of the time, well, not majority of the time, but part of my time is at work and part of the time I was here, and I'm also trying to do like keep myself and well-being and all this stuff. But I think the last game I played was the Dragon Quest that came out in like 2020 or whatever, which is sort of like a JRPG sort of thing. But yeah, I as I gotten older and stuff, I haven't really played. Steam's bad for me. I have too many Steam games. I have Epic games. I'm like, oh dear Lord, I'm not gonna be able to do this anymore. But it's nice once in a while. But it's sort of like you hit a point where it's like you don't play anymore because there's something else like occupying the space or whatever. So, but that's just me. That's just me.
Are you listening?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
No, she isn't.
Yes,
She's.
I am.
Wait. You'd be surprised. What was he talking
So
about?
he was talking about it's left my mind.
It left. Put her on the spot.
Oh, see, that's what I think you actually took a monkey from a zoo and now you got to go back for the real kid. So
She's a skinwalker. That's what it is.
oh yeah.
Okay.
I'm 4 skinwalkers in one.
So does that mean that you guys like look at like alien and UFO stuff, or is that just something like?
Skinwalker is what is it? It's an old. Is it Native American or Mexican?
It's Native American.
It's Native American. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
No, but so we one of the YouTubers that we like to watch is Special Ed.
No, he's Eddie VR.
Eddie VR.
Eddie VR,
Yeah.
okay.
Is it,
It's Eddie VR.
Okay, whatever. Eddie. That's how, I don't know his channel name. I know him.
I know
Eddie.
what his channel name is.
That's just yeah. I mean, I don't know him personally, but that would be cool. Eddie, if you're watching, but yeah, he's always like, yeah, okay, it's a skinwalker.
A doppelganger.
A doppelbanger. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's pretty cool.
And instead of saying goosebumps, he says chicken skin, and I love it so much that now that's just what we say.
Well,
and giving me chicken skin.
Yeah, and when it's fried, it's pretty good. I've heard. So yeah, fried chicken skin. Yeah, man, that KFC is good. That fried chicken skin is delish. But yeah. So oh, I was gonna ask something and completely slipped my mind. Thanks, Squab. Thanks.
Yeah, she'll do that. She'll do that. That's 100%.
Oh no, I was about to say what your hat that you wear from Yub. That's by backwards.
Yes. Yeah.
So basically,
we know.
he's
It's also
yeah.
It's ya boy.
Oh, it's longer.
And yeah, but he spelled it. He told you what it means. YUB. Your underdeveloped. Your underdeveloped brain.
Oh, okay. I thought he was just wanting to do like a subliminal message, right? He was telling you to buy his stuff, like buy his backwards.
He might have been.
Yeah, but he tells you what it means. It's your underdeveloped brain.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So is that
So we had to get 2 of these beanies because one to cut the ears out for, and then another that we didn't mutilate.
Yeah. Dude, that Yup beanie is like ritualistically propped up in one of my playroom shelves. I'm not kidding. I don't touch that thing. I don't touch it because I'm too scared to lose it.
Yeah.
knock knock? Don't come here, Dad. It's prayer time.
Oh God! Don't die, Squab. Don't die, Squab.
Breathe.
What is a big Squab?
That one was on purpose.
I know that was on purpose.
Oh yeah.
You didn't need to explain that.
That's too funny. But no, it's I mean this hat right here, what did was I had this thought, right? Because I created this name, right? This is my creation. And so I was like, I see content creators, they usually, do their thing. They have some with it. So I was like, well, I'm not that, but why not have something with the username I created? So there's a place at the mall near where I am, and they had a hat place. You can buy sports hats, you can have custom hats, whatever. This was custom made, and of course, red is my favorite color. So yeah.
Twinsies!
I'm a
Red
little
is
too
my
old.
favorite color.
Okay, calm it down. I'm a little too old. All right, but the thing of it is, right, is that there aren't many colors that kind of go with red, right? Because you have yellow or whatever. It's kind of weird. So I was like white. So I did white, and that was just perfect. And the funny thing is, right, is my username is based off of an alcoholic drink, but I don't drink. It was just the word alone was interesting.
Neither do I.
So where does Heck and the Why come from?
What in the heck?
Yeah.
So
why in the heck backwards? So there's more to it than that. One of our favorite animes to watch is Azumanga Daioh. And there's this character on there who always says, "Why in the heck?"
Yeah.
And there's one where I guess it was a dream sequence, and she was karate chopping this other girl on the head because she said something stupid, and she was like, "Why in the heck? Why in the heck? Why in the heck?"
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I like that. That stuck with me. I'm gonna make a channel. My channel's name is gonna be Why in the Heck.
Yeah.
Well, that's taken.
Yeah, to switch around.
And then I was like, but maybe this works out because Heck and the Why sounds really cool.
Yeah, it's different, and it's like a sort of like trying to be like a palindrome, right? Where it's like the word Hannah's. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. So okay, so this is something I do man, calm it down there. Don't die on us. Goodness, this would be like the worst. This would be like the worst funeral ever. Like if you just die.
Well, all right. Like I'm gonna stop coughing. That's not how it works, father figure of mine.
I don't know. It kind of looks like it's intentional.
Oh no. But anyway, so every stream I have at the top of the hour, every hour, the people I have on, I set aside time for for us to promote ourselves. And I forgot to add your stuff in the description, but I'll get that after. So if you guys want to, go ahead and promote your stuff, and I'll do mine, and then we'll see if we want to continue or not. So go ahead.
We have a blanket.
Not right out of the gate.
Not that. No. But yeah,
no, that's we actually do. We have a blanket.
Oh, good.
On our merch store. It's amazing.
We also have socks.
It's super soft. Yeah, we got socks.
And
the socks are cool, but the blanket's awesome.
Backpacks.
But
Here,
Squab,
right
where'd you go, Squab? Squab, where'd you go?
On the camera. Get on the camera. Get over.
Squab, where'd you go for this stuff? Squab, where'd you go?
Buy this stuff?
Yeah, where'd you buy this stuff, Squab?
Come.
Say it so they can hear you, Squab.
HeckintheWhy.com.
Okay, I got you. I heard you.
HeckintheWhy.com is where you can find our merch store. Okay. It's also got links to our video channel platforms and our social media. We stream every Friday night at 7:30 p.m. Central Time on Twitch, Rumble, and YouTube. And we are on Twitter and Instagram and Truth and Minds and Facebook.
Yeah, that's like old timers at this point.
I mean, okay, so there's like 2, maybe 3 people that ever like our stuff on Facebook, and there are regulars, so they know us anyway.
Nice. That's pretty awesome. You have that.
X / formerly known as Twitter. I still call it Twitter, and I'm always gonna. Twitter is where most of our engagement is. We get absolutely nothing on Truth or Minds. I don't even know why I still post there.
I for a while now, beginning out this journey of thing, my thing has started to become is like content creators can no longer be on one platform anymore. They have to spread because as we saw with people when they used to be on Parler, right? Parler's gone now. And of course people still on Twitter get suspended for no apparent reason, myself included. But before we get into that, I'll do my promoting side of it. I say feel, but whatever. So anyway, I am on Rumble and YouTube. excuse you. I'm on Rumble and
Thank
YouTube, and that's where those are the two places I stream. But I'm also on Twitter X. That's what I call it. There's Twitter X. I have a at Daramouthe on Discord. I also have an email. Again, as I've said many times before, just like HeckintheWhy, I give this opportunity to just about anyone, and almost every conversation is a bit different because we all have different perspectives of what we see in the world, about how we do this thing or whatever, and it's always interesting, right? Sometimes it's fun, sometimes it's like you have people have different perspectives of what they view of what should do or whatever, but at the end of the day, this is what I do it for, that perspective, that difference, because a lot right now in the world is about I'm right, you're wrong conversations. And I'm not here for arguments. I'm not here for debates. Disagreements are fine. That's fine. But you get a lot. You get a lot when you just have a free-flowing conversation of just about anything. And you saw we went an hour just about most of it was squab. Let's be honest. Most of it was squab. But we went an hour over just anything talking about this, and it's always a surprise of how one gets to a point, how one starts, why they continue to do it, what does it mean to them. And for me, I've always had these two questions, right? When you're a content creator, right? Why are you getting into it, and what do you expect out of it? Because a lot of people expect fame, money, all this stuff. And for me, this is the thing I've chosen to do, the thing I've wanted to do. I've played video games, I've done like movie reviews or whatever, but at the end of the day, having conversations with other people has become my main goal. Money, likes, follows, those are all bonuses to this wonderful thing, this absolute fun thing that you don't see it happen very often with other content creators, at least from my perspective. I might be wrong, but it's just what I've found my thing. Right, I found my thing to do, and I'm enjoying it immensely. And I thank you guys for coming on. I don't know, would you like to continue on a longer, or do you need to go? If you need to go, that's fine.
At the very beginning of the stream, my dinner arrived.
Oh no! Okay, I'm sorry for keeping you.
And I have a friend over.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, no, but thank you guys so much for coming.
We could definitely keep going because this has been a blast.
Yeah, we would do this again.
Oh yeah, no, and that's what I do every time someone comes on. I say you're always welcome back, and next week I have 2 people that are coming back, and I'll have a new person. So this is, again, you guys are always welcome back, no matter what. Until I think next week and this week I have people, not all of it, because it's like 3 or 4 days out of next week and 4 to 5 days next week. So I have people till the end of March, and for me, every week previously was like, I don't know if I'll get people on. I'm always worried, like, am I gonna get people on, whatever? And I'm always surprised that yes, I still have to throw myself out there. It's like that. It's like the numbers game, right? You kind of keep going, and it's like some people don't get back to me. Some people are like, oh yeah, I'll check you out. Nothing. And it's like, come on. So I am really appreciative of whoever comes on. I'm really appreciative who comes and watch. And I always welcome you back, because there's always more to talk about. There's always more to go on. There's always another avenue to go, and it can go till ad infinitum. So, so rumblings in the background. I think that's
thunder.
Oh yes. Yeah, it's about storming here too. It's just dark and cloudy. So, but anyway, I'll let you get to your dinner, and Miss Sassy Face can get back to her friends. So, thank you so much. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Despite your sassy face, I saw that. That.
Little Miss Sassy Pants. We really appreciate you having us on.
Oh yeah, and again, you're always welcome back. So anyway, thank you guys for coming on.
Thank you. Thank you. Say thank you.
Thank you.
This will be our goodbye, but I'm gonna play out a video, and this is gonna be another Pogo video. But this is the one we started with is called Yoga Special, and you can find that on his channel. And this one that we're going to play to send us off is going to be called One Day With You. It's a little slower song, but I figure you have a high upbeat at the beginning, and you go out with a nice, slow, but very, very lovely song. So thank you again. We'll see you next time. Hold on, I got to get there. Hold on. Keep waving. Oh!
everyone.